Hi guys, Gigi here. What we are going to do today? We are going to try and repair, fix, refurbish a DSG7 DQ200 Mechatronic unit. I've told the customer to send me the unit and I will have to check it, and then we can tell him if we can fix it or not. And he decided instead to buy a new unit because the car drove too much, and he said he doesn't want to wait for the repair. Okay, we paid a little bit of money for this used unit, and today I'm going to check it, repair it, and refurbish it if it's possible to repair it, of course. So let's take a look at this unit. So this is the unit. As we can see, it's pretty gunked up. It's dirty. A lot of stuff on it. I also noticed oil coming out of the unit. So I will have to drain the oil, even if I told the guy, drain the oil before you send the unit over. And he told me, yes, yes. Yeah, well, as you can see, it's yes, yes. But looking at the first glance, I have a cracked piston seal here. And as soon as I push it in, oil comes out. So of course the unit is filled up with oil. Pulling this out, it's cracked rubber seal, it's gone. Pulling it in, more oil coming out. So I will have to drain this first. But before we drain it, I will leave it like this on the table, and I'm going to put the VCDS on it and see what errors we have on this unit. So I've connected the unit to the VCDS. I connected to power supply. I can see it's drawing 0.27 amps when on standby, and I'm going to give power to the unit and see if the used amperage will go up. Power it on, it goes to 0.60, and it goes only 0.60 because I do not have the pump connected to the power. I only have the TCM itself. I don't want to connect the power to the pump, because if there is oil in the unit, as we have now, it will start spitting oil out if there is a problem or crack or something like that. So I will test the pump after I examine the unit and open it up, and then I can test the pump if it's working. And of course, if I will see some errors related to the pressure, then I will know the pump has to be checked 100%. So now we go into the auto transmission and take a look at the errors we have on this one. It's a 0AM 30005G 050G. I see it's really new software 9060. That means this unit has been updated at some point in time. I will go to advanced ID first. Yeah, I can see programming attempts 4 and successful attempts 4. So this unit has been updated. I'll go back and I will check the fault codes and see what we have. I can see a lot of codes related to gear selector. A lot of codes related to the gear selector and power voltage. Also, I can see this unit has drove 529,000 kilometers, so that's quite a lot for a DSG7 DQ200. Maybe this car was a taxi or something like that. It's whoa! I've never seen a DQ200 with so high mileage before. I will copy the codes and paste them in a notepad, and then I will show you the codes later. So now that I know there is no errors related to pressure drop or something like that, I can say for sure that the oil accumulator it's okay. But if we want to have 100% working unit, I will change the oil accumulator on this unit. I close this, I shut down the unit, and then we are going to take a closer look at it after I drain the oil from it. Usually I don't drain this on the table, but for the sake of the video I will do it now. So we have 2 points where we can drain the oil. One is here and one on the other end. So now I have an Allen key on it, and I will open the screw here. And it's out. And here we go. So we'll let it drain for a few good minutes and then we get back to it. So now that we drain this, I will put the screw back on so I don't forget about it. And tighten it up. So before we go any further, we are going to examine this unit. So as I saw first time, these rubbers are gone. The cover is dirty, it has to be cleaned. Painted here a little bit because I can see it's starting to rust, or maybe change it. If you don't have one new, just clean and restore this one. And let's take a look on this side, because here we had the problem with some other stuff than the pressure. We had an error with the gear selector. So looking at this from the first time from this side, I can already see the problem. Let's see if we get it closer, if you can see and spot the problem. One of the sensors, it's cracked, pieces are broken, and this is not reading correctly anymore. So this TCM is busted, it has to be changed. Now we have to think if it's really worth to refurbish this one and replace the TCU, oil accumulator, seal, gaskets, and everything else. Well, I say yeah, why not? This unit was working good before, so I presume it can work good also from now on, if the pistons are working correctly here for the selector and the one for the clutches, and I presume they do. So what we are going to do now, it's take the part, the cover, take the TCM out, clean it up, and see where we are. So I removed the screws. We will take out the cover. It's dirty, I will put it aside. Well, looking at it from this point, I can see here either somebody had it open or it's starting to break down or get defective or whatever. If we look here, I can see a piece of O-ring. These oil accumulators have green O-rings, and I can see a piece of it. This happens there are two reasons why this happened. One of them there is so much pressure here that oil starts to slip out here at the O-ring, or somebody had the oil accumulator out of the unit, and when he put it back together, the O-ring catched here and it broke the O-ring. I will open it and check what's what, and I will start opening carefully because the oil accumulator has pressure in it, gas and nitrogen. If it's defective and the pressure started to escape from the oil accumulator, I will have pressure in here. If not, there should be no pressure. So let's see. It's coming easy out. Should be no pressure, but just to be sure, I will release it easy. Yeah, there is no pressure on here. You can take it out, and oh yeah, somebody had this open before, and the O-ring started to fail. Let's take a closer look at it. It's snapped. So I guess before they sent this unit to me, they had it sent to somebody else and they snapped the O-ring. So that's out. So I've connected now the unit to power again, and I want to check if the pump is running. So I will have to give voltage. It's a bit rudimentary, but it will go. Will do. So we apply power to the pump. It will take a little bit of time and it should start spinning. Well, I can see the pump is working and I have fluid. So the pump, it's okay. So we turn this thing with the clutch pistons up. And we remove them. They will just come out. Well, there is a bit of wear, I would say. I will remove this because I will have to change them anyway. They are totally broken. I will clean this a little bit and take a look at them. I would say we are okay, but just to be 100% sure, I will have to change the seals, just to be 100% sure I will have no problems with this unit. We'll see. So this one looks okay. Remove the second one. This one looks better, much better. I don't like how this first one looks like. I can see it's very dirty here. That means some oil came out and escaped. And I can see the same thing if I look at the piston itself. Here I can see it's very wet. Here there is nothing. So I guess this was leaving some pressure out and not working properly. This one, on the other hand, it looks good. It's perfect. Okay. Now let's examine the fork pistons. And they have some locking rings on them, both of them, and then we can take them out. Here you can see there's a lock ring on this one and a lock ring on this one, but to be able to maneuver around this lock ring better, I will remove the TCM first. To remove the TCM, I have to remove 4 screws. They are T T25, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's remove the TCM. If it comes out, if not, yeah, and it's out. Okay, on some units where you have pressure loss, you will have to take this out and examine it, because sometimes the pump will draw so much power and constantly that the circuit here will overheat and it will start burning here inside. So when that starts burning, it will make a short circuit and it will blow the fuse. The gearbox has two fuses, one for the TCM and one for the pressure pump. And when the one for the pressure pump gets overheated, will make a short circuit here and it will burn the fuse. So when you have a fuse that burns all the time on the DSG7 DQ200, so you know that's probably the cause, the pump going all the time and burning here the TCM. Let's take out the lock rings and take a look at the pistons. One is out and the other one is out also. Come on. So for this one you have to use a little bit of force. I use the plier and the hammer and hitting up, it's coming out. Okay, we'll examine this one. The seal looks good. The piston, the seal looks good. The piston maybe has to be cleaned a little bit and polished and should be good to go. So this one looks okay. I guess the other one looks the same. Yeah, no scratch, no dents. The O-ring is okay, but yeah, to be 100% sure it's okay, I will have to change the O-ring too. After a little bit of fiddling with it, it came out finally. It's hard to say, but as I said, if I want to be 100% sure this unit will be okay to install in a car, I will have to change the O-rings. So let's see. Let's see. So I think we came at the end of first part. I will call this video should I not, or to be or not to be repaired. Thinking that on this unit I will have to replace the TCM. I will have to replace the oil accumulator, and to be sure it will not crack in the near future, I will also have to install a new kit, a repair kit, just to be sure that it will not happen in the future. I will have to change the protection rubbers from the clutch pistons together with the piston seals. I will have to change the fork piston seals, just to be sure that they will not escape. It will hold pressure and the forks will work as they should. The TCM itself, it costs about between 250 for an used unit and up to 450 euros. The oil accumulator kit costs about 150 euro. So let's say in the worst case scenario, only these things will cost me 500 euro or more, or 600 euro, plus the seals, plus the gasket, plus I will have to change the cover, or maybe clean it and paint it and whatever. So maybe the total cost, including the work, would come somewhere up to, let's say, around total 700 euro. And in the best case scenario, it will cost 400 euro plus work. New unit from Volkswagen costs about 900 euro. So the question is, will it worth fixing and repairing this unit, thinking that it drove 529 or 550,000 kilometers, like I said before. So let me know what you think I should do, and I will do what you guys think I should do. Thanks for watching. Please like my videos if you learn something, and subscribe. I'm trying to make this video so you can learn something, you guys. I'm not making them you know, just to make some videos, and I'm not so good at editing yet, so my videos might be a little bit crappy to say so, but at least you have some useful information in them, and I hope you will learn something from my work. Thanks for watching again, guys. Until next time, when you tell me if I should or should not fix this unit, to be or not to be fixed. Thanks.